Yes, sir. We back in the building. We back in the building.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know who I got with me. I said, y'all know who I got with me.
Pay attention, you bastards.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Big Jody Joe in the building. What's the deal, man?
Oh, man, I can't call it. What's up, Drake?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. And we back
Let me
at it
get that
again.
hat, man.
Oh, man,
Huh?
I picked this up at the little mall down the street, man.
Hey,
I
that's
gotta
dope,
keep a little hat on me.
man.
Man, you know
I
when you
hear you, man.
ball, man, you gotta keep a hat.
Oh, you know, hey, listen, you ain't telling who you telling.
Man.
I used to have a curl.
Oh, back in the day, huh?
I used to be like this.
Okay. Yeah. He said I got a curl back in the day. Okay.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
S curl, I got the no drip though.
Oh, he's at a no drip?
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
it
Yeah.
wasn't nothing wrong with the with the khakis, the crocus sacks, and the curl bag, and then
Yeah.
you had to put the golf hat on top of that.
Well, that's how you was coming, Big Jody Joe. I ain't mad at you, man. I
And the
ain't mad
Lord
at you.
mysterious ways.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean,
Nah,
we in for a good one today, man. I'm a big fan of entrepreneurship, man. So today we got Dame Dash. You know, I seen this interview, man. I'm like, we gotta react to this one, man. So Dame always say Dame get. I don't feel like Dame fully get his flowers for doing the stuff that he done with Rocafella, but at the same time, Dame be talking. Dame been talking a lot online. He been talking.
oh wow.
He been being real vocal and shit. Jay-Z don't say too much. That nigga Dame done made about 1,000 videos talking about Rockefeller, you know what I'm saying? But I seen one today, so I was like, man, we got to dive into it, man. We got to dive
You got a
into it.
file cabinet over there, huh?
Yeah. So let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Well, you guys do start Rockaware. And, where does that come from? Because at that point in time, there wasn't a lot of rappers doing. I don't know. You guys might have been the first rappers to do their own.
I'm not a rapper. I just had a rapper that was my partner so that I could leverage his celebrity. But these were my ideas. These were my ambitions. I didn't have ambitions of an artist. I had ambitions of a businessman, and I still do. But that was always going to be a vertical because I'm fresh. Because I don't think Ralph Lauren is flyer than me or Ralph Lipschitz. And I went and studied the art of it. So, I know it on that.
Call that boy Ralph Lipschitz, huh? Shit. Man, don't call him Ralph Lauren no more. That nigga said, my name is Ralph Lipschitz. My name Ralph Lipschitz, huh? That shit's crazy. Okay, I see how you coming, Dame.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I see how you coming, Dame. I see how you coming. I see how you coming, man. Man, let's get into it. Let me see what we talk about.
Every level. So I didn't consider Rockwear fashion. I considered Rachel Roy fashion. I had to get, that's a designer line, and it was, I had an artillery, and she never designed in her life. It was supposed to be called Muse, but I couldn't clear the name, and I said, yo, I'm gonna just put your name on it, and that was the worst thing I ever did, but maybe the best. But, I don't know what year I started Rockwear, but I had tried in the offices at John Street. I had bought a bunch of sewing machines, not knowing shit about the business, and, and Emery paid for the sewing machines too. And then he never got a piece of Rockwear, which was fucked up. I forgot about the deal when he was in jail.
Welcome to Joshua Landing, a new home community in Palmdale, California. Select between 4 home designs up to...
Were you guys trying to get paid from wearing other people's clothes?
Yeah.
I mean, at this point...
I went to we were in Iceberg and Jope and all that. And we went to Iceberg because the salesperson knew who we were. I don't know why she made this meeting. But we had a meeting with them. I told them we want to do a campaign. They said no. I told them to give us free clothes. They said no, we have a sample sale. And I said, fuck you. And I went and started Rockwear. And I went to these Russians, Alex and, Norton. And I was trying to get some leathers made. And they were making woo wear at the time. And I was like, yo, get with me. I could do Rockwear. I'm about to go on tour. Make me some samples and, blah, blah, blah. And
Man, Rockaware was hot back in the day, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you could afford
yeah.
it. Yeah. It was nice, man.
Yeah, I remember a few
Sweatsuits,
little.
jackets, all
Yeah.
that.
That was when the
You know.
velour shit was popping. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was a little younger and shit, but I know all the players hopped out with the velour suits and shit. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Nah, that shit
I
was.
know it was real huge, you know, on the East Coast and the Midwest, and I mean it hit the West Coast too. You're like, yeah, I can rock with that. This is dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Nah,
you
dang.
got you got some Rockaware in your closet still?
Oh hell no, man. Hell no. That shit ain't popping no more. It's how you know shit. Hey, when they start selling that motherfucker at Ross, that's how you know that shit ain't popping no more, man.
Leave Ross alone, baby.
No, I'll still be at. I still get my t-shirts and shit from Ross,
Yeah.
but I can't
Yeah,
be
no,
going to Ross on
you might
some.
catch a sweatshirt, a Rockaware sweatshirt at Ross.
Oh
We
yeah,
call it vintage.
yeah. You call that motherfucker vintage and shit. But nah, you know what's
Vintage,
funny?
baby.
You know what's funny with the fashion is shit. You know, shit recycled, man. Shit coming back like True Religion.
Yup.
True Religion is popping for a minute, then it went out. Now it's kind of coming
Yep.
back and shit. You know what I'm
Coming back.
saying?
Yep.
You know, like
Yeah.
even the way niggas wear their jeans and shit. Like
Yep.
the flares is coming back. Like I wear like the fitted jeans with the flare at the bottom. You know that shit hot. You know what I'm saying? So I think everything
Yeah, I
get
ain't got no
recycled.
flares yet. I think I'm too tall for flares, man.
Nah, that shit look. OG, I'm telling you, you gotta get you some. You gotta get the right ones though. They
Yeah,
call them
nah, yeah.
stacked.
Hey, it's time. I definitely need to get my wardrobe game back. So yeah, I might pop out on you.
Man,
But
you
I want
got
to say
to.
shout out to Dame Dash's emerald little the ring and the earrings. What
Oh
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Yeah,
Oh
that's what's
yeah.
up right there. I
Come
like
on.
the emerald green.
Yeah,
Let's
people be
go.
forgetting. People be forgetting. That's Dame. That's Dame. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Dame
yeah,
still got it. He may not
yeah. He
be
do.
at that Jay-Z level, but that nigga still rich. You know what I'm
Hey man, but
saying?
I mean, what I remember, I mean, Dame really, he brought out. I mean, like he said, he wasn't even a rapper. You didn't know what Dame was because until he was like, yeah, he the background of everything. You know what I mean? He was the business moving in the background. So,
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, shout out to him. He made his own. He is definitely self made for sure.
Yeah, nah. That's
Definitely.
Dame didn't. I always say Dame always was ahead of his time because I remember about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when Dame kind of first started, popping back out, putting videos out and shit like that.
Yeah.
But for a long time he wasn't really on camera like that at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I remember he was like, "Yo, like you gotta turn your life into a TV show." Like I don't know if you ever seen the movie The Truman Show.
No, I ain't seen that one. I'm gonna have to check that out.
So there's a movie called The Truman Show. It came out in like the late '90s with Jim Carrey, right? And what the show is
Okay.
about is kind of what Dame talks about. Where he's like, and it's the day and age we in now. What we doing currently, right? We recording, we on live, but when you
Right.
on live, you know what I'm saying? You build your shit up to where everything is for sale. So in the Truman Show, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't know Truman, the main character, Jim Carrey, he didn't know that his life was being recorded. So he was born into the show. When he was a baby,
Oh.
when he was a baby, the network took him, put him on the show, and then he grew up on the show on live, which we on live right now. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow.
So
Okay.
Dame kind of talks about that in the interview, and he was just kind of like, you got to create an audience for yourself, and then be able to have your products. You know what I'm saying? Sell your
Right.
products or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Have it to
Whatever it is.
where you know what I'm saying, you can sell live. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right.
shout out to Dame kind of being, and again, like other people was up on it, but Dame was the first person that I kind of heard that shit from, and I'm catching on late. You know what I'm saying? We catching on late because it's a different
Yeah.
generation, but Dame was the
Right.
first person that definitely kind of put that into the world. You know what I'm saying? That I heard it from. So shout
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
shout out,
absolutely.
Dame.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, let's get back into it.
That's what we did.
Now, from what I understand, Biggs wasn't part of Rockaware.
Nah,
Is there a reason, or
he didn't do nothing. Biggs had put up the money for. I mean, in hindsight, if I was Biggs, I'd have been like, "Yo, I should be a part of this," and made it clear. But it wasn't like he was supposed to be a part of everything we did. because it was like Emery was supposed to be a part of Rockware. It wasn't big. It was like we gave everybody in the crew the chance to invest in the vertical, and Biggs did the biggest investment. But I would have. That's why if we would have called it Rocafella Close, then he would have been entitled to it. It was like something different. But in hindsight, I think like Biggs could have made a point and had a valid argument if he would have been like, "Yo, I should get a part of that."
Hey, and shout out Biggs. Like I met Biggs. I cut him a few times. Interesting dude. You know what I'm saying? Real solid cat. He a real quiet dude though.
You cut his hair?
Yeah, he bald.
Oh.
Yeah, I gave him a little bald head and lined his beard up a few times. But
you already in that celebrity circle. They don't know. People don't know that.
Yeah.
They don't know that though. Hey,
oh yeah.
Shoot. Nobody gets closer to celebrity than his barber.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Let's go.
Nah, man, Big's an interesting dude though, man. But he kind of I kind of felt like he was kind of stingy with a little information, man. I wasn't really feeling that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Want to give you the 411.
You know what I'm saying? Because I always been a young nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? With the Clippers, I ain't gonna hesitate. I'm not one of them shy barbers. Niggas start cutting your hair. They want to act shy and shit. Oh man, I can't. It's just I can't ask him no question. Nigga, I'm asking you every nigga. Hey, listen, bro. You started Rocafella, nigga. What's up? Wow. I know you got a book. You got a book you recommend or something, my nigga. Like he was real like quiet and shit. He was kind of like, I was like, man, you got any good advice? That nigga said, hustle, man.
That one word hustle, man. Just
yeah. But now he's a cool cat though, man. I just kind of would have liked to get a little more game than what I got. But one thing he did say, because at the time I was like, I used to work in the music industry. I used to try to do a little A&R work and shit like that. Connect like artists with the label because I'm a barber, so I'm cutting label heads and I'm cutting artists as well. So I would try to connect people. But one thing he said, because I told him I was playing with that and I was playing with real estate. Actually, I was thinking at the time I was thinking about getting into real estate, like buying property. And he was just like, "Hey man, it's not no money in music no more. It's not the same." You know what I'm saying? He was like, back when I started, he was like, it was a lot of money in music. He said it's money, but it ain't as much money as in real estate. He was like, real estate is really where it's at. So take your money, and he was like, put that shit in real estate. Hustle, do whatever you're doing, but take your money and buy some property. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I can say that he kind of was like, man, definitely go do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he dropped a jewel right there. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So shout out Biggs.
Dang. I'm just tripping out like they said he dropped majority of the money, but they didn't really give him the seat.
Yeah. He was kind of really paid to play the background because everybody that know Biggs, they like he a real quiet dude. Like Dame is like low key half artist, but he don't know how to rap. But then he like a businessman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he that's why you saw him on stage with Jay and he right there in the limelight as opposed to Biggs. Yeah. Biggs is like he a quiet dude. Like even when I cut his hair, the nigga come in, just sit there. He'll say a few words and he don't. Me, I could talk. So I'm like I'm cutting a nigga hair like man, what you got up for the rest of the day? That nigga like.
You asking and answering the questions.
Yeah. I'm having a whole conversation with my damn self. And that nigga like, bro, little nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Just come out here, big dog.
That's all good. Hey, I'm not too familiar, but where you from? The East Coast? Where you from? New York? Biggs?
They are from New York. Yeah.
Okay, I figured. Okay.
Yeah, they are from New York.
Yes, sir.
Let's get back into it.
Well, what's the vertical? What do you mean by that?
A vertical is like it's like, so if I have let's say an album, the clothing line or the merch is a vertical, the documentary is a vertical, the movie is a vertical, the touring is a vertical. It's the other business that are created by that initial business.
Oh, okay. So he could have made an argument that he deserves something of it. Okay.
He could have, but it was called Rockware. If it was called Rocafella, then yeah. But again, you know, Biggs to me was treated completely unfairly. The breakup of Rocafella happened because of Biggs, and it's because Jay didn't want Biggs around no more. And I said, well, we could start like we were gonna do Dynasty Records, but we got to keep Rockwell between us three. But you know, I just couldn't do it. But it's so funny how things turned out. Like now he's up under him like he is.
Why wouldn't
I feel like Dame has me feel some type of way, boy. Like little shit that he
is
said.
going back right now. I'll be honest with you. I got a lot of respect for Dame, though. I mean, he is a straight shooter. Seems like I don't know these cats personally, but you know, as far as what you see and what you hear, he's a straight shooter. He's all about his business, and it seems like he hates sucker shit. He hates people taking advantage of other people. He's like, you know what? If you earned it, give it to him. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I can tell he still feels some type of way. He still feels some type of way. But you know, you never know really the real. Like we from the outside looking in, so we like, oh man, like you know. But you never know. It could have been some real slick shit that happened. That's you know what I'm saying.
You
so
never
I
know
get
what's going on behind closed doors, man. Why these guys act and respond the way they do.
Yeah,
when millions and when money's involved, boy, come on, you already know.
Yeah, for real. No, I definitely get it.
Jay have wanted Biggs around? Is there a reason? Like he wasn't doing his job or something?
Like Biggs had done his job. He put the bread up. But after that, it wasn't no need for him. We didn't need the money no more. So he just felt like he was, I don't know, man. Jay, you know, look how he does his business, bro. Look how, you know, Jay, Biggs don't sit at the table with them. He sits at the kids' table. And that shit is embarrassing. Damn. I would be embarrassed if I was Biggs. Like, you know, I think they humiliate Biggs on purpose. It's like a humiliation ritual they doing with him, it look like.
Damn, okay.
Like how you go from a party.
I do be wondering what they be thinking about Dame though. Cause again, like Biggs is not a talkative dude. Dude barely do interviews. Jay don't do interviews. I wonder if they be like, nigga, why you keep putting our business out there, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? I do be thinking about that though. Like I wonder if they be like, nigga, we gonna beat you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, I disclaimer. I don't know them, but from outside looking in, it don't look like Dame too worried about nothing. He like, look, man, your money don't matter. You know, he got people. When you got goons that love you, you can say anything.
Yeah. Nah,
you know what I mean?
I believe it.
But he said, man, he put Biggs at the baby table, at the kids table. I'm like, what?
That's why I say, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like,
hey, dang, why you have to say that shit on that?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, just meeting Biggs and seeing his demeanor, I don't know him like that. I literally probably cut him maybe 3 or 4 times. I don't know him like that, so I'm not even gonna pretend I know him. I don't know this man. I just was around him a few times, and this nigga's demeanor. First of all, the niggas, I be in the gym a little bit. That nigga big. That nigga big as shit. That nigga big and
he ain't gotta say nothing. When you swole, he just grab somebody in the headlock and pop their eyeballs out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That nigga serious. I remember I remember one time I lined him up. I was lining him up for I think it was like the Grammys or something. And he all he got is a bald head, and he get the beard super low. Like he probably get like a half, like it's super low, like damn near bald. Right. But, you know, he didn't like the way I lined one side up, and he was just like, oh, man. He stood up. He was like, oh, man. Oh, I can't even go out no more, man. I can't even go out no more. I'm like, oh, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, man. Like, you know, I'm probably like.
He stood up with you. Did your heart start?
Like, I'm not going to lie, because I'm like, oh, shit, man. I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm probably like at the time I'm probably like yeah. At the time I'm probably like 26, 27. Well, I might have been 27, 28. And you know, I'm just, you know, I'm not starstruck, but I'm like, you know, this is big. You know what I'm saying? And me being into business, I know he started Rocafella and shit. So I'm just like, you know, trying to make sure I get him right and stay in contact. That nigga was like, nah, this ain't right, nigga. But you know, But now he was cool about it. But because he's a very serious dude, like again, like I'm cracking jokes and shit. I try to crack a joke, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, like he had that serious face,
like it ain't, like it ain't funny.
she wasn't funny, my nigga. She wasn't
It ain't funny.
funny.
It ain't funny, mother.
She wasn't funny.
Hey, so what happened? Hey, after did you have to go back and hook you back up, or what? He just took it and said he left. You had him going to the Grammys looking sideways.
Oh, you know, that nigga never called me again. Nigga, that was the last time.
Oh,
That was the last time I got that nigga here, man. That nigga never called me
Hey,
again.
Biggs, if you listening, man, Dre, sorry, man, come back.
Hey, Biggs, if you listening, man, listen, man. It wasn't even like that, big dog.
The next cut is on me, man. Don't.
Yeah. He ain't called me back. I'm like, God damn.
It's all right. Hey, you win some, you lose some, though.
Yeah, for sure. That's part of the game, man. But again, it wasn't no crazy. It was just he's particular. He going to an award show. He wanted it a certain way, so you know, it wasn't nothing too crazy. But that's part of the game, you know. That's how I go.
Partner to being like, not even in the third person. You know what I mean? It's like I wouldn't do that. It's just too demeaning, and I got too much pride, and I'm from Harlem.
Guys, I'm about to cash a check for $180,000 and get my.
How much was Biggs around during Rocafella?
He was around, like he was there, but like work wise, like he was around a lot for Kanye. Like he was the one that was pushing like a lot for Kanye, because that was after Biggs had made that. I mean, Jay had made that move on us, and what happened was, you know, we had this OG Deuce, and we talked Deuce like kind of was like that ain't no good. And I think the resolution was because he was, you know, he was doing the R. Kelly shit, and I was like, I don't want none of that money anyway, so you keep that. And then after like Deuce died, the year later, like him and Biggs weren't speaking for like 2 years, you know, and no one knew it but me. So yeah, so Biggs just started to kick it with me more, and Jay, you know. I didn't really hang out with Jay like that. Like, I hung out with girls. I didn't want to be around niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why everybody kind of, like, felt away. Because I just didn't want to be around them. I didn't think it was cool to go to the club with a bunch of dudes. I went to the club by myself and left with, you know, friends that I met there or that I knew that were going to be there. But, like, rolling with dudes, like, you can't get no girls when you got 5 dudes with you. They're scared. Everybody's putting pressure on them. You know how hard it is to get 5 dudes in a club, a table. Now you got 5 dudes at your table. I don't like dudes like that. I don't need them.
How did you run across Kanye? You know what I'm saying?
I don't like dudes like that. I don't need them.
I told you. Hey, man, I think me and Dame is related, man.
Man, nah, but it's real shit, though.
Yeah, it's real stuff. You like, what you going? I mean, you gonna go with your friends, but you're like, man, once you get there, I got a table full of dudes. That ain't working.
Nah, for sure, man. Dame, like I said, I fuck with Dame. I just feel like, you know, Dame got his ways. You know what I'm saying? From what I see, again, I don't know this man personally. You know what I'm saying? But I see from what I see, he's a super smart dude. He moves solid. You know what I'm saying? I feel like something just don't click as far as the whole business as a whole. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I feel like it's that thing. And a lot of people, from what I hear, because you know, I got partners that used to work for Dame, and they kind of just like, you know, Dame is one of them people that he's hard to work with, because it's like it's either this way or it ain't no way.
Or no way.
You know what I'm saying?
He looked like he got to have full control over everything. He can't. He may delegate, but it got to be his delegation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
You know, and guess what? You know, millionaires and entrepreneurs, they built that way, and some are built that way, like his my way or the highway. Others is like, hey, you know, everybody join in. It's collective effort. Let's make this money. But hey, you never know.
Mm-hmm. Real.
That's crazy.
And like, how did you guys get introduced, and how did all that come about?
Hip hop had a beat tape, 2 beat tapes, one Just Blaze, one Kanye, and you know, I liked the beats, and then I gave them to Jay, and then Jay wrote to him, and then you know the rest was history. He was around.
How did he officially become on Rocafella?
I mean, he had a record deal, so once he did all these records for us, My thing was as a producer, if you did like a album, all the artists on Rocafella it'd be a compilation, like a mixtape, like a clue tape. So I knew I could go gold no matter what. So that was always our deal. When I found out he was trying to get a deal at Capitol, I was already going dead. I was just waiting to see it through. We had already made it. We had already made a verbal commitment to one another. But Jay wouldn't. The problem was Jay wouldn't sign off on his fucking budget. I would get so much blame because at Rocafella, me, Biggs, and Jay used to have to sign the budgets. So if he wouldn't sign, I couldn't tell an artist that Jay didn't like him because it would break their heart. So he wouldn't sign off on Kanye's budget. He wouldn't sign off on Cameron's budget. He wouldn't. That's why I had to let Dipset go to Koch because I couldn't get him to sign off. And I was like, man, go ahead. Don't even worry about it. I'm not playing these games. I didn't give a fuck.
That's
I mean, is
crazy
there a
to
reason
me.
why he wouldn't sign?
Nah, for real.
I mean, boy, if you ever had a sip of Haterade, I'm sure it tastes just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, I don't understand, man. Like, why wouldn't you not sign off of Kanye and Cameron's? But look, they superstars. Like, what was going on then? What was going on in Jay's mind? Why he wouldn't sign? Because it couldn't have been like they're not talented. The talent speak for itself. So what really is it? Was it the personalities? Was it the behind the scenes attitude? Was it the work ethic? I think he about to answer that now, but that's just crazy, man.
Man, listening to, because I be watching Dame, you know what I'm saying? And from what it seemed like, from what he's saying, it's like Jay wanted to focus on becoming the biggest artist and the biggest brand, Jay-Z, and kind of have everybody work for him. As opposed to Dame was more like, nah, we need 5 Jay-Z's, 10
Right.
Jay-Z. Everybody need to be on the same level as partners. And then, we have our artists come up under us, as opposed to
Right.
like, nah, it's Jay-Z, then it's a Kanye. But I still think it kind of ended up like that because Jay-Z's a boss, Kanye's a boss, Rihanna's a boss, Cam is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing their thing. But
Right.
I guess the vision of how Dame wanted it was like, I think it was a little different. You know what I'm saying? But
that's what it seemed. Right now, he about to say. I think he about to answer that.
yeah, no, for sure.
Sign off on the budget? He didn't believe in the project?
He didn't want me to sign Kanye. He didn't want me to sign Joe Buttons. He didn't want me to sign Nori. He didn't want me to sign those people.
Damn.
So we had a vote, and he voted no, but me and Biggs voted yes.
There y'all have it, man.
Boy,
There y'all have
that's crazy, man. And everybody that he didn't want to sign it was money makers.
Man,
You know
all
what I'm
of
saying?
them.
Like, yeah. So it's like, dang, was Jay-Z in the right position? He lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
It seemed like he gave it away. It was right there. I don't know, man. I don't know. It wasn't. It probably definitely wasn't about the money. It was exactly about the power. You know what I mean? Had to be.
Yeah, I think it had to be. But look, but I want y'all to let us know. Let us know.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all getting these comments. Make sure y'all let us know what y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? Again, I be watching Dame and I be wondering like, damn, because again, it's more sides to a story all the time, right? Dame get on there and he say how he feel and what he think. Jay never talk. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what granted, there was conversations before, like when the shit first happened. You had Jay had a song and shit. You know what I'm saying? Little shit in music, but as far as as of recent in the last 10 years, we ain't really heard nothing. You ain't heard nothing, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
He a man of very few words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why everybody be filling in the narrative because they don't know because he don't say nothing, which is that's how you get down. So
Nah, for sure. Well, shit, man, we appreciate y'all watching, man. For real, I see we got a good amount of viewers in here today, man. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all know it's love, man. Stay tuned. We gonna keep pushing
Always.
these out. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. And make sure y'all getting them comments. Let us know what you feel. Let us know how you're feeling, what you're thinking.
yes, sir.
We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.
What's up? This is Cam Capone.